Okay, right now we're going to build version 2.0 of the kitty outdoor kitty shelter. Here we go. You want to go 2 inches, you don't care. Inside walls are up, my face is starting to freeze. But here, it's tricky because there's handles that are curved this way. Flat isn't gonna work, so I'm gonna make 2 thin ones that are gonna go at an angle, and then I'll fill the gaps with some filler. Try bringing you in closer. Why are you so far away? There we go. There, that didn't do much difference. A few fancy angles, now it's cut in there and it's sort of conforms to the inside of the container. Okay, so we have the interior all encapsulated in thick foam. I kind of blew all my energy bouncing around earlier and I'm freezing now. But we're going to continue to make the upper layer that's going to be glued to the top of the container. Okay, it's time for a 2-minute break. Okay, back from break. Now we're gonna make... That ain't too bad, with the exception of a tiny little sliver here missing. It's almost perfect, but there's like a hairy little divot. It's not hairy, but there's a little divot in the thing that pushes down a little bit, so now I have to figure out a way to get the top to go down just a little bit. Can't bend down and do twirlies anymore. Well, maybe we can. It is complete. The next step is going to be the doorway. Before we glue or insulate any of the seams or spaces. The doorway, you're going to want it big enough for a cat. You don't want to sit down on it in fear of cutting too far, sawing your balls off. I have hacked a few holes here and here and here and here, and I put the blade in here and here and here and here, and basically I made a hack cut, and what I'm going to do is going to take my things that squeeze down and cut things tool, and I'm going to cut. So here's the opening. Now the next step is making the opening within the layer of the foam that's in the inside layer. And make sure you wear safety goggles when you're doing all of this. I know at the end it's a little late to talk about any safety precautions. Yeah, also the fact that I'm not wearing any safety anything, that's probably also not very professional. And one way for you to know if the doorway works or not is if you put the foam in and you have the square in and you're able to put things through it like so. And this looks like it's working. Should hold up pretty well. We're going to get some of this dust out of here. We'll be back to glue and insulate. The container you see right there, you can get for $10 at Job Lot, which I just got for $10 at Job Lot today. We're gonna go in the other room. Excuse me. Okay, here we are in room number 2, and I can notice right now from my monitor that I didn't do my hair this morning. And I have my my caulking gun and Liquid Nails panel and foam adhesive, so it should work fine. I'm just gonna gloop. I'm getting really tired. In order to complete the last step, we're gonna insulate this bitch. Great Stuff Cracks and Gaps filler. Oh, you gotta hold it upside down. And don't touch it with your fingers because it's a bitch to get off. Alright, you get the idea, and my jaw is hurting from holding the camera with my mouth. I'm just gonna take a break. I'm gonna eat some lunch. Here we are, like day number 8 on building the cat shelter. I'm pretty pathetic, and I probably killed about 6 cats because I didn't just finish the shelter and just go put it out there for the cats when it was done about days ago. Anyway, I'm done. All right, there it is. It's all done, and it's been done. We got the thick foam here, and here's a layer of insulation. Just open it up. There we go. And then here you go. And you got the lip that's glued to the top here, and then you put the top back on, and it's done. Okay, so we're driving to drop off the cat shelter right now. Where we are actually at my uncle's garage area where there's a bunch of old trucks. As you can see, under there is where cats go to eat. I already built a cat shelter that's kind of sticking out the back. I was only able to stick it in halfway. That's pretty secure, so basically I laid down some fabric. I could have put some hay down, which I may come back and do, but so they can curl up and be soft. And there's a flap of fabric, as you can see, that's just flapping over, and when you put the top down, it secures it down, so there's a little flap and they can go in and out. Okay, so I was able to wedge it underneath this back end, which I've been given permission to wedge things under. So don't try this wedging things under other people's cars that you don't have permission for, because it's probably going to end bad. So there it is, and I'm expecting them to go into the flap, through the tire, under the thing, over the hoo. This project is complete, and hopefully they can stay warm tonight and not freeze. All right, I'm gonna feed the cats now, then I'm gonna go. Look at the sun over my head, like a halo. Like I'm Jesus. Wait, check it out. Wait, no, hey, oh. I think, okay.